It's the fundamentals. It's the fundamentals. The fundamentals. Guys, it's the fundamentals. Focus on the fundamentals. Do not complicate this existence more than it already is. It's not that simple. I'm not here saying life is simple. It's pretty complex. Our existence is complex. It's very complex. However, you don't have to complicate it more than it is. Just focus on the fundamentals. What are the fundamentals? Fundamentals: sleep, eat, move, and meditate. That's it, folks. If you are in a peculiar situation in life and you're trying so many different things, but it's just not happening, take a step back, get a consistent supply of sleep, eat the best food you can eat, move your ass, and meditate. Let's start with sleep. How much sleep do we need? I don't know. The answer to that, however, again, not to complicate things more than they already are, the simple answer to that is you don't want to wake up to an alarm. And if you have to wake up to an alarm because of a job or because of something like that, go to sleep super early. In my opinion, you don't have to go to sleep super early if you can sleep in. And when I say sleep in, I'm not talking about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock p.m. No, sleep in is, in my books, 8, 9 at 9 for me, sleeping 9, waking up at 9 is sleeping in, right? 10 is like extreme, but okay. Okay, but if you'll find that if you don't wake up to an alarm, you will wake up more energized because the body's waking you up saying enough, enough my brother, enough my sister, enough. And so you wake up naturally more rejuvenated. So my recommendation, instead of giving you a particular number of hours of sleep, is a simple one. Try to get to bed before midnight. Sleep until you're satisfied. Okay, sleep until you're satisfied. If satisfied to you means 8 o'clock in the morning, today, satisfied for me was 8. I woke up at 8. Yesterday, satisfied for me was, I believe, 8. The day before, I think it was actually 10. Sometimes I sleep in until 10. Maybe like once a week on average. Sleep until you're satisfied, okay? You'll find that if you sleep until you're satisfied, it turns out to be anywhere from 7 to 9, 7 to 10. If you had a really strong workout the day before, maybe 10. It also depends what you do day to day. So I can't give you an exact number, but rather a range. And I found that to be 7 to 10. But even more importantly is no alarm. No alarm. And if you must, because life happens, if you must do alarms to wake up to work or something, then I highly suggest you're in bed literally as early as you can. Like, if you can get to bed at 9, if let's say every day you gotta wake up to an alarm at 6, make sure you're asleep 9 so that you give your body the best chance by going to bed as early as you can. You give your body the best chance to wake up without an alarm. You may still need to wake up with an alarm. You may, unfortunately. And in that case, do what you gotta do, but ultimately you wanna live a lifestyle of your choosing, which I think that's a life that shouldn't really involve alarms, in my opinion. Okay? But if you gotta do what you gotta do right now, get to sleep early. You probably still have to set up your alarm. However, if you go to sleep really early, maybe four out of 7 days in the week, you'll wake up without an alarm. Much better than every day waking up with an alarm. Think about it, an alarm is like an act of force. It's like you're raping your body, really. You're saying, get up, even though your body wants to sleep. So that's number one. Now, 2, food, eating. Okay, what do we eat? What's the best food? Okay, look, the people who watch this channel for the longest period of time, you know my opinion on this. Fruits and vegetables, primarily raw. Okay, however, if you are of the opinion that it's carnivore, which I have my my arguments against. But if you think, you know, we're just eating meat, okay, that's better than eating freaking processed food. So stay away from processed food. If you want to take my own recommendation, it's fruits and vegetables. That's human food, okay? Human food, the lightest, the highest in water content, the easiest to digest, and in fact, you need less sleep to process raw fruits and vegetables. Very importantly is stay away from processed foods. What are processed foods? Things that contain a bunch of ingredients. Okay? The simpler the ingredient, if I'm gonna give a generic video and pretend that this video is a viral video and I have a bunch of random people that don't know anything about this channel, I would say simplify your diet, simplify the ingredients. If you look, you grab a piece of apple, it's got one ingredient in it, an apple. You grab a potato, it's one ingredient, it's a potato, right? And I recommend raw fruits and vegetables primarily, okay? You grab a cantaloupe and it's just a cantaloupe. Now, if you're on the other side of the fence, you grab a piece of, I don't know, a piece of cow meat, and it's just a cow. Now, the more you dress it up, so you start to put salt in there, which is horrible for you, okay? You know, it's a 2-ingredient thing now, and you've got a pretty poisonous ingredient there, salt. Oh, but we need sodium, we need this. Actually, you can get sodium from coconut water, you can get it from celery, you can get it from sea vegetables, so there's a lot of foods that contain sodium, okay? You don't need salt. NaCl is a poison, and Na we need. NaCl is a poison. That's why you feel so thirsty after it, because you're dehydrated. You see? That's why coconut water, people who lose electrolytes, athletes, they drink Gatorade, but that's bullshit, because it's got a bunch of other, you know, nasty stuff in it. But then what's the alternative? The natural alternative, everyone knows that, and any athlete knows that. Coconut water. It's got the electrolytes, sodium, it's got potassium, magnesium. Okay? So, you put salt, see, now already you're losing the plot. You put pepper, another poison. So the more ingredients you add to something, the more poison you have in your body, the worse you feel, the more brain fog you have, and the more sleep you need also. It's a vicious cycle. Okay? So that's my little recommendation with food here. My personal recommendation, fruits and vegetables primarily raw. A more generic one would be 1-ingredient foods. If you're on any side of the fence, if you're just like animal based or keto based, okay, fine. Drink a cup of goat milk. Just it's goat milk, 1 ingredient. Okay, eat a piece of steak. Don't add anything to it. Okay, just steak as it is. And if you don't like it like that, it means you don't like this food. If you have to add anything to food, it means you don't like it. If you're okay, if you're content with eating it as it is, like I can steam a potato and not add anything to it and enjoy it. I like potatoes as they are, right? Yeah, okay, maybe they're more delicious if I put a little olive oil there, or if I put some paprika or some oregano, and occasionally I will do that if I'm gonna have a potato. I don't have them often, but let's say I'm gonna have a potato, I may occasionally put oregano on it or something, but I also enjoy it as it is. You can give me steamed potatoes as they are, I'm content just with a steamed potato. If you need to add something to your food, it's time to rethink if this is actually your food or not your food. Okay? So that's number 2. Number 3, move. Now, you don't have to do anything fancy. Just, you know, they did this study on, and I'm actually, everything that I'm saying here is backed up by the study, all the studies, and I've seen documentaries on the Okinawa, the people of Okinawa, which is an island in Japan. Now, the modern people of Okinawa, they're westernized. They're eating Western food, unfortunately, and living Western lifestyles. But the older people, they have one of the highest number of centurions, people living over 100 there. So, you know, all these studies and documentaries, people are fascinated with them. It's the same thing I'm telling you guys here. They sleep a lot. They eat mostly sweet potatoes, the older folks that are living over 100. Mostly sweet potatoes. Their diet's like 70% sweet potatoes, right? Fruits and vegetables. They eat a little bit of fish, a little bit of meat, but it's a small percentage of their diet, and it's not necessarily every day, right? They move a lot, and they just move. They're not like doing some rocky shit, you know, doing marathons and like, you know, getting ready to fight Drago. No, you see, they're just moving. They just move a lot. They do gardening. They move in their house. They move in their garden. They go for walks. That's what I mean by movement. You don't have to track it. Just move around. You know, clean up the house. If you have a garden, take care of your garden. Go for walks in the neighborhood. That's gonna, that's important. So they found that they move a lot. They eat healthy, and they sleep a lot. So number 4, meditate, right? Contemplate, meditate, spend some time in meditation. There are so many different types of meditation. They're all great. You can just do mantras, you can just do silent, you could just do breath work. Just spend at least half an hour, I would say an hour a day. Just meditate, okay? You don't understand how much of a difference this makes in one's life, okay? You don't understand. There is a quote by some good person that knew what he was saying in that moment. All man's problems stem from his inability to spend 15 minutes in a room silent by himself. Something along these lines, okay? Really, it makes a huge difference. You have to face your thoughts, face your emotions. You're not running away from anything. And then you can also get some genius ideas in there. Like, you could really get some clarity on your life by meditating, by spending time in contemplation, in your own solitude, with your own thoughts, with your emotions, instead of running away from them and constantly being distracted with this or that or this or that. It really provides clarity. So, you do these 4 things, like you really sleep well, you eat well, you meditate, you move, you're going to be a different person. You're going to gain clarity on your life. You're going to gain purpose. You're going to gain vision. You're going to gain energy also. You're going to be healthier. You're going to be more vital. You're going to be more present. And naturally, you'll know what else to do, because we all got to do we all got to make money. We all got to pay bills. We all got to take care of families. We all got social things. We all want love. We all want this. We all have desires. We want a house. Okay, fantastic. This is the dance of life. But if you don't have the fundamentals, everything that I said in this video is the fundamentals of life. You build a house, you build strong fundamentals. Otherwise, you build the house and the house collapses right back. No fundamentals. You build a house with weak fundamentals, maybe up for a year, but it collapses. Next time there's a storm, it collapses. But you build those strong fundamentals, you're always there no matter what. You're always there. You're there. You're there. You're resilient. You're resistant. You are a strong tree with strong roots. These are the roots. If you're a tree, these are your roots. Sleep, food, movement, and meditation. See you guys in the next video. Bless you all. Check the descriptions if you feel like making a donation, or I also do one-on-one consultations, and I will see you guys in the next video.